Today we're going to look at some key figures during the Renaissance. Influential people. Take a look at the picture below. Maybe you know some of the characters. Can you remember their names? Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo, and Michelangelo. Do you know where they got their names? These four men were all famous Renaissance artists. They're widely believed to be some of the most famous painters, sculptors, architects, and inventors of all time. Let's take a closer look. Donatello, an Italian Renaissance sculptor from Florence, worked with many different materials. He was born around the year 1386 and died in 1466. Some of his famous works include the bronze statue of David, the statue of St. John the Baptist, and the Magdalene Penitent. Raphael was born in 1483 and died in 1520. He was a painter and an architect during the Renaissance. He's considered one of the three great masters of the Renaissance period. Many of his works are found in the Vatican, such as the Wedding of the Virgin, the Coronation of the Virgin, and the Mon Crucifixon. Leonardo da Vinci, probably the most famous Renaissance personality, was born in 1452. He died in 1519. He was a Renaissance polymath. This means that he had a lot of different interests. He was an inventor, an artist, a sculptor, an architect, an engineer, a scientist, a mathematician, and many more. He's considered to be one of the greatest painters of all time and is seen as a universal genius. You may know some of his famous works. You may even have seen some of his famous works, such as the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, and the Vitruvian Man. Michelangelo was born in 1475 and died in 1564. He was a sculptor, an architect, a painter, and a poet, also considered one of the greatest artists of all time. His works are some of the most famous in the world. During his career, he was commissioned by Lorenzo de' Medici. His famous works include the statue of David, which is one of the most visited statues in the world. He also painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel and the Last Judgment, and he was the architect of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome.